EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center. Their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Here's May. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This is Brown going up the middle. Fights through it. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that
one. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshivas. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 3 brings up third and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They're going to bat this one forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing here is May.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And running with power here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
First down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He gives up a nice run there.
2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 4. at the Patriots' 21-yard line.
They will toss to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Here's Burrow. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to have the first down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 46.
May now off the bootleg. And it'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Complete to Travion Henderson.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll throw with May. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, here's White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes it right side of the lane. No gain going to bring up a third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And it's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Marcus Jones making that play defensively.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
They run once more with Henderson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air, May. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. And a Patriot first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
2nd down and 8.
The 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
To throw, it's May.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Patriots 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Dances by him. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. But most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
First and 10.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give to Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England's offense set to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's good for a Patriots. First down.
From the gun, it's made. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson.
Hayes pass. Complete to Travion Henderson. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 13. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's May. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. There he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime now here on Sunday night. Prime time, let's get it to... Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And Higgins open left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Running out of the gun with White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
For the Bengals field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Douglas, the man in motion. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, May with it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
It's a gain of 3.
And 3rd and 8 now.
3rd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
1st and 10 at the 13.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. He finds Douglas complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Off the play fake. Here's May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Henderson running straight ahead. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Henderson now on first and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Henderson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and 4.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tommy Trimble punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Burrow looking to pass.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
49-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Burrow will throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up the big fella. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll throw with May. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air, May. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second.
They're going to throw, May. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They run with Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw, it's May. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up third down and 2.
On third down, a run from White. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the draw play. This is White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a step of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here comes 2nd down and 5. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 at near the 37. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the shotgun, it's May.
The pass on 3rd down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw forward May. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
Rashad White, 14 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They will play action with May. Now a run here off the RPO. They'll keep it. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Here's May. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And they'll have it in the red
end zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Patriots first down.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Gibbs.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good for a Patriots first down.
And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game. Head coaches and the media have a storied relationship in the NFL. Like any relationship, that comes with its happier moments and occasionally its more contentious conversations.